Okay, I'm at it again. I had a couple of potatoes down here, and I thought maybe they were going bad, but they weren't. They're perfect. So I thought, let's make tartufo taters. Potatoes with tartufo. Okay, so I'm going to cut these into pieces about this big. And did I forget butter? Yes. But no, I remembered last minute because that's to complement my substitute for sour cream here. Okay, we're boiling nicely. And I've got to get a fork out here because it won't take very long here, 5-10 minutes. We're going to need the fork test. Okay, for the sauce, there's my turmeric and some olive oil, some nice Italian butter. Let that melt. Come over here and I'm gonna put in, I don't know, a dash of milk. Okay, the butter's now melted. With the turmeric sizzling along there nicely. And in goes 1 tablespoon of tartufo. And this is a tartufo that you get prepared at the store. Okay, and I don't want to burn it. So let's keep that moving a little bit. Okay, and keep that moving a little bit. Take it off the heat for a second. Just let the tartufo get hot. Add in the milk. I'll do that off the flame here. Ready. Okay. Looks about right for the amount of potatoes I've got. Now, this I'm going to have to stir until it gets nice and hot. And then it goes through the strainer with the potatoes. Okay, my turmeric has had a chance to cook and release its color. And the tartufo here, and that hasn't taken very long. I just brought that back up to a little bit of a simmer for a short time. Turn off the heat here. And that is now going to be poured into the potatoes. Okay. And now, just mash this a little bit more. I'm going to try to whip it a little bit before I try to pass it through this strainer. That's going to go directly onto the plate through that strainer. And seriously, I'm not even going to strain it or use this whisker deal. That is a little bit chunky and crude, and it's the way I like things. It looks very good to me. Salt and pepper, and I'm going to try it. Okay, this is the moment on the experiment. Of course, I tried a little bit right after coming out of the pan. And I thought, it needs a little bit more tartufo. So, and I got it out and put a divot in it, like as if I was going to put gravy in it. And this is how the tartufo is called out of the jar, which is fine. I think contrast is a wonderful thing. So I like it kind of cool, this tartufo. I'm just going to mix it down in there a little bit. I'm not sure this has enough pepper on it yet, but there's a lot of darn good mashed potatoes out there in the world. And these are a little different, but it's really good. And what's not to like about potatoes? A little bit of tartufo, and otherwise they're not spiced up very much. It's tartufo and potatoes, that's what you taste. The turmeric doesn't come through too well, but it's in there. It's medicinal. It gives it this nice yellow color, so it's kind of weird. Got to run it through that little strainer thing and whipped it up and made it into a really great presentation, which I don't really have the skill to do. But that'll make it interesting. But I'll tell you what, these potatoes are a great way to eat truffles, which is what tartufo is. Tartufo is just truffles in Italian. And you can buy it in little jars here in oil. It's fantastic. Nothing like fresh truffles, but they're a little bit harder to get. You can get them, but this is just the end of spring, going into summer. I don't think it's the season because porcini comes in later. And I'm guessing that all mushrooms come up at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'll publish this. I don't know. It's pretty good. Just a different sort of a take on mashed potatoes. You know, it's something you have at Thanksgiving. Instead of the same way every year, this is different. And not that different is always better, but you know, it makes things interesting, I guess. I don't know. All right, bon appetit.